We're here with Lisa Arnold and Jared Coates of Caged No More, and this is a very impactful film that you've made. First of all, how did you come to know of this story?
I had done a movie about leprosy victims, and the writer of that project, of the Caged novel, actually got in touch with me and said, I understand that you've done some films that go deeper. They go beyond the movie. They have kind of a mission to them as well.
Let's talk about your last film real quick, which was, for those that don't know, that film was...
Oh, God's Not Dead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we co-produced God's Not Dead for Pureflix. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we shot in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way. But so she found out...
We make faith and family films, but a lot of times we look for films that go beyond that, that have a greater purpose. So Molly contacted us, and we started working with her on the screenplay, adapting it from her novel. And then it's been a journey of just great, I mean, really rewarding, very rewarding. I think we've been going on it for 2.5 years now. Okay. So we worked on the script for over 1.5 years. We went into production last fall in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We shot 17 days there, and then we traveled to Athens, Greece to shoot part of the movie there. And then we were in Fox News Studios in New York.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, of this experience, though, and what you've learned, what were some of the takeaways? You know, any moments that you had that you said, like you didn't, like I know in my research that I didn't know before about human trafficking. Mm. There's a lot that goes under the radar that's under our noses. Yeah. Was there any of that
Well, human trafficking is the fastest growing crime in the world. So we all need to wake up and know that. But one of the reasons we wanted to do this movie is because it kind of tells everybody, in the U.S. especially, it's not just a third world country offense. It's happening here in the States. It's happening in our cities. It's happening in our own backyard. We have to realize that. We have to do something about that. You know, we have to start those conversations in the home with our children. 10 years ago, I never would have thought about having this conversation with my daughter. Yeah. But now you have to. You know, with social media being out there and so many people can get to your kids now, you have to have those conversations. So we felt a passion about making this because of that. And there's a big call to action. Even though the movie's just fictitious, there's a big call to action at the end, and everybody's rising up and wanting to start fighting human trafficking.
Well, you guys have some great cameos too. Can you speak into on those?
Sure. We have cameo with Kathy Lee Gifford, with Gretchen Carlson, who actually had us come into the studio in Fox and shoot their segment. And we also have Governor Bobby Jindal of Louisiana, who is who instituted some of the he's in the presidential race, but he instituted some of the most harsh laws in Louisiana against human trafficking in the whole country. So we had him speak into that, and we also had Natalie Grant, who's been fighting against human trafficking for over 10 years. So we were really blessed because people really wanted to be a part of this effort.
Good. And I understand it's coming, so you're going to be able to see it around the U.S. as well. It's coming to theaters soon, right?
January 15th, it'll be in theaters. We have over 500 anti-human trafficking organizations, plus churches globally, that are helping us bring it to the theaters across the country. And, you know, again, in this film, things are suggested, they're not shown. So you can a parent can take their 13, 14, 15-year-old. It's a non-threatening way to get the conversation started and let them understand what it's really about and how they're at risk.
What's some of the conversation, I mean, you know firsthand based on what your story is, but what's the conversations that adults should be having with their kids right now?
I think I have a 15-year-old daughter at home, and one of the most important things to talk about is the social media involvement, who you're talking to, you don't know who's on the internet, you know, all those types of things. So for the awareness part of it, we have so many things that at the end of the film, when there's a call to action, it actually brings people to the website, and there's going to be information for churches, for families, for groups, anyone to go and pull resources. So when we're talking about using our gifts and talents to do something about human trafficking, that's where Lisa and I said we want to do something, and we can make a film that really brings awareness to human trafficking and really try to expose it and let more people know. I mean, we had a dinner last night with a young family that they didn't even know what human trafficking was.
Right.
So it's very important for them to see this type of
A
film.
lot of Americans just don't understand how close it is to home. So one of the great things, because we have so many orgs coming together for this film, they're all being able to connect, because different organizations do different things. Some go in and
Sometimes they don't talk to each other either.
Well, you know, some are more about the rescue, some are more about the restoration. You know, they all have a different lane that they're running in. So now we can connect them, and they can say, oh, well, in Cleveland we have all these, you know, that we can combine and we can connect with, and we can, you know, resource each other. But plus, then we have this map on our website that shows all of the people. Oh, if I do live in Cleveland, this is where I can go volunteer, or I can, you know, give resources to this group. So it's really giving them a platform. And the January release is so important because January 11th is National Awareness Day for human trafficking. And so we are kind of giving them a red carpet platform, so to speak, to get that conversation started.
And this is the power of film, you know, that sometimes other mediums don't have, which is that component of, yes, you tell a story, but people are willing to look at a story and then discuss it later versus, you know, being preached to. So did you ever have that moment where you, like, you know, you felt like you needed to preach to, or it all just came through the story?
No, we really didn't want to make a movie that we were preaching to the people. We really didn't, but we wanted it to be real enough, and we do have some true statistics in the film so that they can get a grasp of it, you know, and understand it.
Yeah, we've been really blessed because everyone has really jumped in and really wanted to be a part of this film. Kathy Lee Gifford on the Today Show this morning actually launched our trailer.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, discussed the film on national television. So we're very excited, and they have done so much to help us to really get the word out about this film.
And Kathy Lee's daughter is in the movie, Cassidy Gifford, and she is phenomenal in this role, and she took it so seriously. So you'll get to meet some of our cast, but we have a great cast from America. Then we also have a phenomenal cast from Greece.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it's got that whole international feel, and it's fabulous.
Side note, completely off topic, going to Louisiana and spending the time that you did, where's the best place to eat?
In Louisiana, that would be in New Orleans, maybe Commander's Palace.
Commander's Palace, yeah, or Emerald's. Definitely.
Oh, I love Emerald. I've had Emeralds in Florida.
But honestly, every restaurant in New Orleans and Baton Rouge is pretty good. So you're not, it's some great food. We have great people. We have fabulous food.
Awesome. Now, again, you've been plugging the website, but not giving us the website. We want to know, what's the website that we can, is it already up? Can we go to it?
CageNoMoreMovie.com. And if you go there, the trailer just went up live today, so it's going global today. So get it, post it, tweet it, text it, Instagram it, whatever you can do with it, and help us get the word out. You know, the thing is that all of us have influence through social media. Yes. So if we use it, we can make a dent in this fight. We can fight human trafficking. We can bring this to an end. You know, we ended slavery once before. We can do it again, right?
And we begins with you, the viewer. So when you take it personal and you do what you can and then help spread that, things can be changed. Thank you so very much for taking a moment with us.
And look, this is a trilogy. Tell them.
Oh yes, a trilogy.
That's right. There's two more films after this. So.
Okay.
So this one takes a look at human trafficking existing everywhere. The second one takes a look at what happens to the victims once they're rescued. And the third one is just a huge blowout in South Africa.
Wow. Well, if I can volunteer in any way, shape, or form, even if I have to hold, you know, the coffee for your assistance, I would like to. Right. But thank you so very much for taking a moment with us. Thank you. Thank you.